You look very tired.
Mm-hmm.
And we're live.
Okay.
Hi guys, good morning. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. We don't need the top of your head, do we?
Mm-hmm.
No. Sorry about last week. Oh, we have 5 people. Morning, guys. Yeah, sorry about last week. We had bad planning for like timing. We had an electrician / disc golf friend of ours come over, and we thought we'd do it after, but he was here all day and we hung out and it was great. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
Which I guess brings me to point number 2, that we're going on the road and we're going to do our best to continue doing morning coffee. We won't be doing it Friday though.
Why?
Because I usually have to work on the weekends. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but let's just say we can.
I don't think Friday's our best day because I will be doing media this year, and that often means I have to be out at the course early in the morning, right, Danny? Danny knows all about that. Hey. Okay, Eric just woke up, as you can look at his face. You can tell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing he's gonna do is give me crap and make fun of me.
What about the third day of the week, Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday I think is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Does Thursday work for you guys? Same time, different place every day.
King Heiser, that is a pick from.
That's from my trip to Havasu with Paige and Alyssa in February.
Like so exploring. I went to Havasu Fall. I'm from Oregon. I love Portland.
I do love Portland.
I'm Thomas.
Okay, that's how it's gonna go, I guess. Eric, I went swimming for my Moonshine Lucid X Felon yesterday. Dang
it.
You're kayaking right now, Joe, and you're still here? Of course you are.
You're a champion.
Thursday works.
Danny, I did see the picture. That's pretty bonkers. I'm excited about it, though. Let me know how they fly. If the dome makes them like those, the Glimmer Blue runs. Because if it does, then I panicked and got a bunch of them for no reason. But whatever.
Yep, sure did. Okay, so first off, what you drinking?
Hey, Dad.
Cheers. Coffee morning. Cheers. We have 6-4 this morning, which is Kristen Tatar's Birdie Fuel.
Yep. Kristen Tatar.
It's quite good. Eric doesn't usually remark on our coffee tastes.
Thanks, Daniel.
Unless it's too dark, and he's like, wow,
it's too dark!
This is really good coffee. Man, so that was cool.
We rewatched Adventure Time. I don't think I saw that episode.
I don't think I did either. We quote it all the time.
I know.
We just blew through all of Adventure Time.
Unbelievable. Who
I've seen it like 3 times.
Not all the way through?
But not all the way through.
Who here has finished Adventure Time? Like, watched every single...
Fish in the chat if you've...
finished Adventure Time.
Weekend trip to Gatlinburg. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mocha... Cafe Bulesto. Got him.
Good.
Slim Fast and a 40. Well, that's good. That's healthy.
Get after it, Phil Tolland. I love to hear that, brother.
Never watched any Adventure Time. That's insane. It's a cartoon that's basically made for adults.
It is.
It's witty. It's funny. It's weird.
When it was over, I was so mad. That I had no more to watch. Like, that's what happened with this show.
We might just start over again.
Yeah. I've watched a couple other shows, but they feel way more kid-like. Where Adventure Time, you can tell the writers sometimes had fever dreams, and you have no idea what is happening. But I don't know. They develop the characters really well. They tell an interesting story. It's like, I don't know. It ties into such a cool way of.
The characters are just
they tell good stories
and funny and cute, and you actually like get attached to them despite it being a cartoon.
Nice. We're good.
Oh.
It's fine.
Interesting. That was crazy. I'm working on a slow watering solution. I drilled one tiny hole in the bottom of a gallon jug. I have one plant that's going to stay here that needs more water than it's getting. And I thought maybe a gallon jug with a tiny little hole might take like a while to drain. So you'd only have to fill it up like once a week, but it has to be like a tiny, 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 tiny hole. So we'll see.
I've heard Letterkenny is funny, and I would definitely consider watching it. The Last Airbender, definitely. We've watched a couple episodes.
I watched a bunch the other day. I didn't tell you that.
Cool, thanks.
It's good.
But yeah, I don't know. Adventure Time is in its own genre. Like I've watched The Amazing World of Gumball a little bit, and that's funny. But you don't ever tie like the one part about Adventure Time that was really good is that it like there was a storyline, and when they progressed,
sometimes there isn't.
Yeah, but when they progressed the story, it was always really, really interesting. So
yeah. All right, you cool with shifting gears towards tour?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah.
I'd rather just talk about Adventure Time.
I can tell you just want to talk about Adventure Time. So Danny's asking when we're getting to Emporia. And the reason he's asking that is because we are leaving tomorrow to go on tour. And that's kind of crazy. We're nervous. Like, I'll just be honest with you guys. You guys are our bestest friends that we talk to every week. And it's a little nerve-wracking. Specifically here in Florida, like cases are starting to spike again, and thankful, like we've been super safe not that we weren't safe before, but specifically the last like 2 weeks since things started to get crazy, we've like not gone anywhere and like been really safe and kind of just like waiting to get out of hotspot area. But yeah, so that's been interesting, and a lot of debates have come up about what the tour looks like, and especially now that things are changing. And but we're gonna roll with it. Yeah. And thankfully we have the RV and we do have the house we can always come back to. And if we get stuck somewhere in the middle of the country, that is what it is, and we'll figure it out. So,
Danny, did they keep the branch on 7? I think it was.
So the tour starts next weekend.
No, Rising Am Disc Golf.
Yeah, so it starts at the Dynamic Disc Open in Emporia, and Eric is playing. I'm on the media team. With Dynamic, which I'm really excited. That was like one of my main reasons to want to go back on tour and not just stay here and tend to my garden the whole time and hang out with the kitties. So we will be out there. There's some new rules I'm sure y'all saw from the Pro Tour about how we're going to proceed with the Pro Tour for certain areas, and they're kind of going place to place. So, certain areas are a little more risky, so they might be in a different phase, much like the states are opening up. So that'll be interesting. It's going to be different.
Here's Birdie Fuel.
Morning, Birdie Fuel.
Cyrus, we're always working on something.
So what else needs to be said? I know we kind of talked about what the tour looks like. We have Emporia and then we have Minnesota. And we were just told that they are going to confirm events 6 weeks ahead of time. So
we should know about D-Glow today.
Yeah. So we're not 100% sure what events are going to happen. Hopefully they all will and everything will be just fine. But we'll just roll with it.
Yeah. It's a long, crazy path of, we can do everything we're supposed to make this okay. We can protect ourselves. We can isolate ourselves to a small crowd of people, because a small group of people, like 3 or 4 other people, and take every precaution. So sick, Danny. And yet that isn't always enough, because maybe the coronavirus or COVID-19 wasn't taken as serious as we needed it to be. And I just watched coverage from the first 2 tournaments of the year that got coverage, the Rumble at the Ridge and the Minnesota Majestic, and it just didn't seem...
There wasn't a whole lot of social distancing going on.
Yes, and it didn't seem as if things were being taken seriously. Yes, we're outside. We can argue that to the ends and back. But I would much rather everything being hyper cautious, super, super serious, just not taking any risks, because it takes 1 or 2 coronavirus cases in the touring scene, and I think that could throw a very, very big wrench in our plans, and that sucks. Cyrus, I saw that actually. I saw you repping the mask, which is I appreciate that, and I have a mask that I will be wearing not while I throw, but in between shots. I plan on putting it on just out of maybe it's out of safety. And then on top of that, maybe it's out of it's a use of a symbol of let's be safe. Like, everybody should be taking extra precautions.
Did you hear Trump thinks it's a sign of disapproval of him?
Sure. That is not what I'm going
I
for.
just saw that the other day.
I'm going for people need to be taking it seriously, and if they see somebody potentially like myself taking it very seriously, then that can maybe have an everlasting impact. But I don't know. People might not.
We've talked about this a little bit before, obviously, but essentially, if someone on tour gets COVID, it is gonna suck. It's gonna be really bad. Our good friend Jonathan Ray had it. It took him 4 weeks to recover.
Eric Walker, I don't mind that idea. Yes, continue with that though. This is big.
Would you like me to keep talking?
Yes. Let's respond into quick.
J-Ray had it, and it took him 4 weeks to recover.
But he doesn't know.
I'm not trying to be dramatic, but that means he was down for 4 weeks. And if you're an athlete, it takes time to build back up to where you were, especially if you're laying down for 4 weeks or
fighting or you can't go out.
You're gonna lose a lot of your skills and your muscles and all that.
Yeah, you're not gonna go out when you have it. You're gonna be recovering. You're gonna be social distancing. You're gonna be quarantining. You're gonna be doing a lot of things until you are completely free of it. Now, we can argue about people's immune systems are different, but at the same time, some people with the best immune systems are more susceptible to diseases like this. It doesn't matter. Your body fights in different ways. Take for instance, I get a little cough and I get a little tickle in my throat, and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling that well. I take some emergency, and then I pass that along to Tina. Tina gets crunched
and pissed.
Yeah, and pissed because she's like, you got me sick. And now Tina's bedridden for half a day, if not a full day, and I just had to. I just had to drink a little extra water to take care of my scratchy throat. It's different. She's a healthy person. She does a lot of things, and nice. So we're talking we're
doing good now, I guess.
So you're in this weird situation where we can't take this. We can't take it not seriously. We have to be very over the top and cover all bases, and I think everybody needs to understand that this is way better for our sport to get back to normal in the long run, even though we want it to be back to normal because we haven't had it since March. But realistically, we maybe shouldn't have normal disc golf until 2021.
The reason I wanted to bring it up was simply to say that we appreciate what the Pro Tour is doing because it protects us. And I know it sucks for y'all that you can't come spectate or caddy, and I know that just sucks. But we actually really appreciate the caution because they're taking our health really seriously. And other people, which, that's great. But the Pro Tour is really focusing on the players, and we think that's awesome.
It could easily go negative if they didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
And think about big sponsors right now. If a big company came into play and they saw disc golf is back and they're like partying like crazy people and there's hundreds of people gathering to watch people play, they'd be like, right now is the time for them to be like, that's so dumb. Where, when things are normal, then that's super good. That's awesome. That's what we want. So,
All right. Enough about stupid Corona.
But I would imagine you'll see some really good media from the DDO and the Preserve. So things are going to be awesome in that regard. So everyone's going to get plenty of disc golf. It's like, have you ever gone to a professional sports game and they have a Jumbotron? And then you find yourself watching the Jumbotron rather than the actual game because it's there and it's a TV.
I've totally done that.
You TV face at a sports game. Do that. Feel like you're actually at the DDO, but watch it from the comfort of your own home. It's on your Jumbotron.
Dusty, what's up? I sent your package out yesterday. Congratulations.
Nice. Cyrus, I sent your package out yesterday. I'm so sorry.
Was that from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so other stuff.
But it's still sick, so it's
non-COVID tour related. We're getting the RV packed up. It's almost ready to go. We have to get. I don't know if y'all saw my story last night. I cracked myself up because I made a bunch of random. I made a bunch of random stuff because our freezer is just full of stuff that's not going to fit in our other freezer. We can't fit pizzas in our RV freezer, so we had a pizza yesterday or 2 days ago, and then I made
egg rolls,
gyoza, egg rolls, and chicken dino nuggets for dinner last night.
Yep.
Just trying to get rid of some of the stuff. And then now that I'm looking at it, we could fit plenty of that.
Gallery of TV.
So we still have to do that. Some clothes, we have to do laundry today. And then a couple dishes. But I think the RV's already still packed, which actually is really nice, by the way. Having a set of cooking stuff in the house and a set in the RV, so we don't have to
transfer back and forth.
And then we forgot our favorite mugs.
We forgot this thing, and then now we're having to go to Walmart or someplace. And the funny part is Tina and I we both grabbed 12 outfits, maybe less.
That we wore.
That we've worn for this entire time that we've been in off season 2.0.
Yeah.
So we went out, grabbed clothes, brought them inside, and then just have been cycling through those, doing laundry every week. And that's been really funny. So I have a bunch of clothes that I went in there and organized again because looking for different things to make sure I have everything I need for tour. And it was really funny to see all the clothes that I have, and I'm like, wow, I've been surviving with so little.
I went back in there, I was like,
clothes.
I forgot all about this. Oh, that dress. Ooh, that sweater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wore the same stuff. But we're home.
Mm-hmm.
All unless we're doing a video, who are we trying to impress?
Nobody.
Eric definitely isn't trying to impress me. He's been wearing long
trying
sleeves.
to impress DD because I'm wearing this
basketball
DD
shorts
shirts
every day.
Hey, DD, holler at your boy with the sponsorship. Oh wait,
y'all should blow Eric up and tell him to just try a little bit.
I am trying, kind of.
But we haven't gone on a date in how long?
Are we gonna do a haircut today?
Sure.
Oh my god.
We have so much to do though, Eric.
Do you think fish in the chat if you think Tina should cut my hair? Fish in the chat if you think Tina should cut my hair.
To do it today?
Or let's go with maybe some other animal in the chat if you think I should just leave it.
Danny, can you cut Eric's hair when he comes to Emporia?
Danny does hair?
No, but maybe he will. He'll make an exception and we can make a video out of it.
Deaf haircut.
Yeah, he needs a haircut for sure. I just don't think I have time today. I would love to try.
Here's the thing, is if all else fails and it turns into a disaster, I would just say,
What's up, Gibney?
Buzz it down to a 0 and get rid of it.
That's what we did 2 months ago.
I was playing in that tropical storm. Got him. Kyle Keene.
Kyle!
Cut your hair, hippie. Yes. Who made the right decision about not playing City of Mobile? This guy.
Thanks for the super chat, Kyle. We appreciate that.
No, but I do hope that tournament went well. I know that was pretty nuts.
Yeah, it was super rainy.
Yeah, that was. I didn't hear any
super
good things
fun.
about the weather. Just convince those homies to play only 1 or 2 courses. And
Gibney made some money.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
So glad I played.
Okay, so that was talking about packing the RV. We're close to done. We have to get an oil change for both the RV and the car today. I have to go get a 10-foot hose so that the rest. So let's talk about the garden.
Okay.
There's like 4 things I wanted to cover. We don't really have anything what's in the mail because we couldn't have anything sent here because we're leaving.
Tyler Hedge, an umbrella. If you you know the I know. I'm just gonna quickly answer this so we don't forget. Then you can go. You're gonna be garden talking for like an hour. So there's the water bottle pocket, and then the other pocket is if you put your umbrella into that smaller thing with a towel, so it has a base, so it doesn't move around a bunch, and then strap it in and tighten it up, and then open the umbrella above the bag. It's super good, and it's a little awkward to pick up and put back on your back, but it keeps your bag super dry. Hi, Tina. All right, garden time.
Oh, would you like me to continue talking about the thing I started talking about 10 minutes ago? Okay, garden talk. I had 3 people come over yesterday, 2 disc golfers and Madison Walker's mother. She has a bunch of plants, and I figured she was the perfect person to take some of the plants, and she did. She took some of my favorite ones, and I'm glad to see them having a good home. So I had a bunch of people come over and take the plants that were in pots that could move. I still have a tomato and a pepper left that I'd like to get rid of because I don't think they'll survive. And then I have some other stuff that's going to stay here, but I have all these, flowers and stuff I planted that are going to need to be watered. It gets hot here. So I set up a timer sprinkler. It's like a decent setup in the front and the back. So they'll be watered while we're gone. And then our boy Mike, who's working right now, we're going to go have lunch with him in a little bit. So he's going to stop by once a week, make sure there's no leaks, and like maybe water a couple of the plants that aren't getting water every so often. So if the plants up front do survive somehow, he can mail me my own vegetables while we're on the road, which would be really cool. So we're going to pay him to come by, and I'm sure we'll give him some plastic, because we always do. So yeah, it's working out really well. I'm excited. I'm like a whole different person when I can cook with my own vegetables. I'm like making stuff I've never made before, and that salsa I made is amazing. And then every morning for breakfast, I've been making like an egg scramble with all the peppers and onions from the garden, and like it's just so cool. And yeah, cooking with tomatoes, which I never used to do, but we have so many, I just had to. So it's been awesome. I'm super bummed that we're leaving right when everything is just going crazy. But
yeah, we have a giant eggplant that we're gonna take. We're
gonna like pull as much stuff as we can before we go, and like we'll see Paige and not Peter. Dang it. We'll see Paige and Calvin and Madison, and we can give away the extra stuff we have, and they can cook with it too. So it's totally been worth it. It was really nice for my brain while I was gone, while we were home, to have something to do. So 100% worth it, regardless of whether or not I got to like super benefit from it. And I learned a lot for the off season.
Cyrus, you just have to, you'll figure it out. how to put it on without stabbing yourself in the neck. The RV roof garden would be sweet, but we don't want to make it any taller. And it already has issues with leaking, so that might stop it if we put some fruit, some veggies up there to keep it from going in.
Vegetable giveaway.
But Tina's definitely doing some cool things to kind of keep things running. Our first gladiolus bloomed the other day. I think Tina wants to show you this. We planted so many glads. These are some of the candy cane peppers we have. This one actually got some red to it, which was sweet. But this is
one of my favorite flowers.
Really good. These are called Mad Hatters because they're a pepper. They look they're sweeter
they're actually
pepper.
A sweet pepper, yeah.
Yeah, they're super sweet.
You'd think they were hot, but they're. And then this I just pulled. It's a sweet potato. Obviously, you're supposed to wait a lot longer, but it was starting to die, so I just pulled it anyways. And that's when you're supposed to pull them. But this one just was dying. But look, it's little sweet potatoes. That's what they look like. Apparently.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, damn.
Seth Fenley, reason I didn't start making veggies on the back porch during quarantine.
Yeah.
They would ripe right at the time you
left.
left.
You know what though? Totally worth it.
Yeah.
And now a bunch of cool people have plants that are well taken care of and loved.
Tina's peace of mind is also super important because Tina
will
work herself into a frenzy, and then when she doesn't have anything to work on, finds random things to do. So the garden being something that occupies a good amount of her time. Took up a lot of my time. But it's like a positive good because, she got to see, got the satisfaction of that being able to pull something off the stem and everything.
There's something about
she loves it. The ASMR of that is right up her alley.
Oh, weird.
What's just the noise?
Yeah, and now I don't work nearly as much as I used to. So I don't know what I'm going to do on the road. Well, I have Animal Crossing now, so that helps. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're totally bringing the Switch. Oh, should we talk about... We're going to talk about the cats in a minute. You want to talk about your Twitch stream? What's changing there?
Yeah, so the schedule of Twitch will be whenever. But if you guys are interested, make sure you join the Discord or join us tonight on Twitch, and you'll be able to figure out all the information. We will... I don't know. Tonight should be fun. I'm probably gonna do one really big giveaway. So
vegetable giveaway.
Make sure you tune in. Should be fun. And it's our last stream until the off season, and we want to keep the hype.
That's not true, I thought.
Well, last stream here, last normal stream where I have two computers and playing WoW and ignoring the chat for You know how it is.
Like he do.
But you're going to see, it should be really fun. And we will look to at least do some chat streams on Twitch to keep the community going there. And if not, getting a group together to play some Overcooked.
Yeah, we'll still be able to do Overcooked and stuff like that.
If we
have that TV we can use.
I know. I'm just saying if we have good internet, we have good things. We can't access.
That's the tricky part.
Did we
get it, Hershey?
Did we open up the
get it
HDMI port?
You see her?
I know, I see her.
What is it?
I don't know. Hershey's fighting.
Get
it. Jack, it's amazing. Honestly, have you downloaded Danny, I'll send you the Discord link. Shoot me a message on Facebook. What's it called? We downloaded all the added stuff to Overcooked. So that was Surf and Turf. Oh, shaka, bro. That was the Campfire Cookout, Hangry Horde, which Tina and I beat. Probably
very stressful.
Probably the most intense level ever. And it's the last level of the Hangry Horde. And doing it with two people was nuts. We got into this system and it worked, but we had to be so good about it because we failed 3 or 4 times in a row.
Seth, come on over.
Yes.
We'll play Overcooked on the road for sure.
And then we did the last night. We just finished. We haven't played the Kevin levels, but we did. We were Carnival. one, and the Carnival one is awesome too.
Yeah. Danielle, yes, I will be at D-Glow if Michigan happens. That is true. So I did want to show you guys this, since we were talking about plants.
Mm-hmm.
I found out recently, which I should have known and I kind of knew, but didn't really put any thought into it, that there's plenty of herbs that you can plant in just water and they will continue to grow, or at least survive, so you can use them. So I put these together yesterday. I have a little metal stand that they're going to go in the RV on like a little shelf. So I'm going to bring at least some mint, some basil, cilantro if that survives, and lemon balm because I use mint so much and I love it. And so I wanted to have some of that on the road. So very exciting.
Totally. There's only one level we haven't been able to unlock in Overcooked. And it's a Kevin 3 on the campfire cookout. And it's one where you put backpacks on, you got it, and you're making marshmallows. And Tina and I, it's
super hard.
It would 100% take a perfect run, and it's doable, but we killed it, and we left ourselves with we could have maybe gotten one more order in, but it was like 4 seconds of time to do it. It was pretty bonkers. So
I just got this.
We're definitely gonna figure that out.
So cute.
King Heiser. I don't know. I've played the DDO a little bit more.
Eric,
so
for sure, 100%.
I feel like I have the advantage there.
Seth, cilantro hates hot weather. It'll just go straight to seed and it'll taste like garbage. I tried like 3 times and the same thing happened to all of them. Mm-hmm. But basil's killing it right now.
Yeah, basil's been really good. Dusty Decker, yes sir. We'll be at the preserve. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, if you didn't know, my family's in Wisconsin. I'll be at the event doing coverage for Dynamic Disc for the DD Open. Mm-hmm. But I'll only be there for the weekend because I'll be able to see my family for a little while. My sister and her wife were supposed to come down here and visit us. And my mom was supposed to come down and visit us. And so I haven't been able to see them in a while.
It's going to be nice.
I'm going to spend some time with them, come up for the weekend, and then go back down. And then my birthday's the next week.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be awesome. Kyle Keene, yes, definitely. Jack Brew, playing solo is, we haven't done it much. We tried it once or twice, and I'm not even about it. I would much rather play I'd rather play with Tina. And playing 2 players is awesome, but there are plenty of levels Overcooked, that playing with 3 or 4 people actually makes 3-starring and unlocking Kevin levels possible. So that's one of the craziest parts, is that sometimes it's just so tough.
Yeah, I don't like solo at all, actually.
Yeah, you got to play with somebody else, and it really can be a test of your marriage and friendship.
We've had a couple.
No, but
I have to remind Eric that we're playing for fun.
I have to remind Tina to not take anything I say seriously, because it's like you're in a kitchen.
How could I not in that tone, though?
It doesn't matter. It's a game. I'm telling you to.
He gets mad when I throw stuff, by accident, and I just laugh. I think it's so funny when I mess stuff up.
Let's explain something.
Because it's not logical. It's not like I tried. It's just like, oh, bye.
Tina's in this realm of, I need to be doing something
all the time.
So I should be doing something.
It's like real life.
It is. But in that game, if you do too much, stuff sets on fire. You run out of counter space. You run out of things that you should be doing, and the priority thing that you should be doing gets forgotten. So that happens.
What you're saying is I'm really
time.
Good at it, and you should stop telling me what to do all the time.
No, I am just saying, once we figure out the priority, you need to stay in your lane, and you do.
But I do it for fun.
It's not about that.
Sometimes I'm really good.
We don't need 50 rices when we're making tacos, when we can't even get that many tacos out.
They're rice, Eric.
Oh man, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I worked in a kitchen.
I have never worked in a kitchen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man, too funny.
Anyways.
It's not about fun, it's taking it seriously.
It is about fun.
3-star everything.
Yeah, and especially for live streaming, I'm like, okay, this is stupid. Do not get mad at me. This is the dumbest thing to get upset about. It's a dumb game that we're crazy about.
Weird. I Google the definition of chain star, and it probably comes up with suck. Got him.
You're dumb. Okay, so now you guys want to hear about the cats?
Maybe, Danny. I could do that.
That's a drum roll. It doesn't look like a drum. That's just me typing. Drum roll, please. Let's talk about the kitty cats. Y'all have asked like 6 times, and we just have been saving it for the end. So you just have to continue watching with us so that you can actually hear about the cats. Okay. They're not getting along super well. Also, Hershey doesn't like the RV. I think she feels trapped because it's small.
Yeah. And she's never been in an enclosed space for that long.
Well, we don't know.
No, you can tell with the way she acts.
She's pretty great in the house, but she also has like so much space to get away from Spout. We have not had them both in the RV at the same time. We did take a trip with just Hershey to Mobile and back, and she did good. She was scared at first, but then she came and sat in my lap, and then she came and hung out under Eric's chair and like was fine. So we felt good about it. And then the next time we had her in there, she didn't hate it, but she didn't like it. She just like meows a lot. And then I thought about it. Spout does too.
Mm-hmm.
She'll sit in front of the window and just meow at us forever like she wants to go outside. So it'll be interesting. But the plan or the idea right now is that we didn't really have a backup plan that we liked at all. None of it worked. And so we figured we'd test this out. Either way, she's going to be okay. They're going to be okay. So we're going to bring her on the road. And if and when we find a permanent home for her, great.
So if you're on our trek and are potentially interested, let us know and we can have a conversation.
Yeah, the Sayers said they'd take her, but they're up in Maine and there's no way we can get up there anytime soon.
Yeah, but if we can last until that time frame, but who knows, by that time the cats might be loving on each other and we want to keep them together.
I mean, she's just freaking awesome. She loves people. We just want to give her that opportunity, and it sucks that maybe it's not with us. And if it works out and they're like awesome and it's great, then maybe we hang on to her.
Yeah.
But we just know that she deserves a good home, and we're going to do whatever we can to make that happen. If it's with us, if she's not miserable, great. Mm-hmm. But either way, she's an awesome cat and deserves a good life. So, Spout thinks she's a play toy and has like no judgment of like don't except when Hershey's growling at her. But then if Hershey turns around and walks away, then Spout's back to like pounce mode.
Yeah.
Last night Hershey walked away. Spout jumped from like 10 feet away, just like, and like pounced on her. And Spout was playing, but Hershey was not having it. So yeah, that's our situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Cats. They're funny.
Okay. Good input. What else? Is that about it? I know we have a lot to do today, so we have a lot of packing to do still. We got to talk to Mike and discuss details on taking care of the house, and then oil change, and then Eric's streaming tonight, so we only have till like 7 o'clock to do all of that. Yeah. Eric would make a killing as a color commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats. Hey, John Shiraki.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, good morning.
It took our cats 4 months to get along.
Okay, that's good to hear. I knew it would take some time. And I'm glad that Spout's not like angry, because we thought she'd be the one that was pissy. But it's actually Hershey that's like, But Hershey's lived in the wild and been like defensive about everything. Like she's had to fight for food. Any cat she's encountered has probably been a bad experience. So, you know, I was just surprised that Spout was like, let's play, and not like, I hate you, get out of my house. So we'll see. When are you guys planning on coming? We'll be there Monday.
Sunday. We're getting in on Sunday.
Oh, we're leaving Saturday.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll be there Sunday.
We're gonna tomorrow is going to suck. Like I would realistically like to get 10 or 11 hours and then have such a small drive on Sunday and be able to just show up in Emporia, get settled in, maybe get to throw some, maybe not play country club, but get moving and be settled into being there as soon as possible. So
I'm not looking forward to the drive.
No, it's going to suck. It's going to suck a lot.
It's just not very interesting between here and Kansas, that's for sure.
Yeah, if we were to get to Northwest Arkansas, that would be killer. That's a haul, and we would be getting in late.
Are we going right through there?
It makes sense too.
We should go see Matt. We have a bag for him.
Okay.
And he could probably use a restock of whales too.
Sweet. Sunday night. Right on, Seth.
About the same time.
We are what's it called?
I don't know, you're reading a text message.
We are staying in Rusco's Airbnb for the week. So
we rented Eagle rented it out, and we're just like, we only have 5 people.
You're only allowed to
just to keep it. Yeah, so part of the Pro Tour's rules is traveling with 6 people or less.
No, less than 6 people. No, we're 6 people.
6 or less.
6 or less.
Because we were looking for a 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. So the Airbnb, Rusco's Airbnb is literally across the street from Hole 1 at Country Club. So that'll be super nice. I'm going to get my scooter all charged up and just be able to scoot around and do media.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, though, not really spending a lot of time with other players, because that's usually what we do. And like my number one reason for tour is all my friends and what that looks like. But Eric and I kind of talked about what this year's going to look like for us and just how we'll find some more scenic stuff to do versus movies, and we'll just spend more time with the two of us doing things that we wouldn't typically do, since we can't like do the normal stuff. So
P-Funk 2442, Rolling Ridge for me.
Oh, in Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin.
Axel Dog Acres.
Nice. And then there was another good question from...
Too early for Worlds?
Worlds is not happening this year.
Is it not?
No. Will I have time to... No.
Okay. Paige was just there 2 days ago.
No, but but it got pushed back to 2021.
Next year. Okay.
Will we have time to play Daniel Moose? No. We probably could, but I would much rather. I'd rather get to Emporia and start throwing discs in Kansas. And I know that sounds weird, but being in Emporia and being in that like setting sooner helps you like acclimate and just be like, all right, this is where I'm at. Like where it's not like, oh, we played this round and we have to drive and then we're in late and then we didn't really get to do anything, and we can kind of just get settled in.
Yeah. Also, we have plenty of media stuff to do when we're in Emporia too, as that always happens.
Cyrus, thank you so much, man. It's a really nice comment.
What do you say? Stay safe.
And then
thank you.
Praying for the health of all players. That's cool. Yeah, I want to have a conversation with Paige about that course actually, because I've heard a lot of different takes on it.
Danny, what are you talking about?
I would hope with this extra bit of time that stuff gets worked out and it does get to be championship caliber, because let's be real, Mulligans or Toads, whatever you want to call it, the golf course being one of the courses we play for Worlds, it feels a little lackluster. Because you're trying, okay, let's compare to last year. You got to compare Eureka to Toads. People don't like Eureka because you have the bridge, you have the water tower, you have some of these weird holes, but aesthetically, it's the shots that you're asked to throw.
What about this?
The shots that you're asked to throw are very, very challenging. Where at toads, it's kind of more just throw it in bounds, and you're going to find a lot of birdies, and it just becomes a birdie or die course with baskets close to OB. So that's the only reason you don't birdie, is more often than not you win OB by the basket.
I was like, did Bobby cancel everything you already talked to me about? What are you talking about?
Nice.
Quit trolling, Danny. I don't appreciate it. I can't hear your sarcasm through the internet. Son of a.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to let me know what you think of it too.
Oh man.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, Tony Cisco.
What's up, Tony? We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Cool. I remember that. I painted Hershey's house.
That we're not going to use.
It looks really good, though. Maybe we'll sell it or something if she ends up being an indoor cat, but when we come back, I'd imagine she'd be able to go outside, too. Like, she likes it out there.
Yeah, but...
We'll talk about it if she comes back.
Let's not
say we did.
Weird. I've actually never played the fort.
Same.
I've only practice putted on the basket near the campground.
Trying to think of other news for whale sex stuff. I have a new helper. Danielle. Some of you might know Danielle. I actually don't know how to say her last name. Wynette. She used to be in Texas, and now she moved to Hawaii. So she's helping me out with some projects and stuff that I just don't have time for, like sitting on the phone with USPS for an hour for a package that's been missing for 2 months that was supposed to be in Norway a month ago.
Matthew Strayham, get on your computer, open up 2 tabs, multitask.
Yeah, so that's been cool.
Hey,
and then
Prescott.
My homie Kevin might be helping me with some projects too. They're probably not up this early because they're in Oregon. They're usually in the chat. So yeah, business is good right now. I just got to order for 700 for Finland again, which is crazy, but cool as long as the package doesn't go missing.
Weird. I know, but think about it, the fort was created after I left Utah, and every time we've come back through Utah, it's been like see my family and do other things. And the fort was
for tournaments.
The fort was still in its adolescence, and we didn't go to Utah last year. Well, I came back through for like a short little bit, but I decided it was right after the stretch of Beaver State Fling in Portland, and I was heading back out to get practice in for Worlds, so I was like super chill mode, and I spent my time in Crystal Esbo's house for a pretty long period and ran some events, and it was sick, but it was well worth it.
P-Funk, yes, actually.
Dang it, Matthew. That's fair.
For my touring players, I do custom whale sacks, and we are working on something really
Very
cool
fun.
that you'll only get with their custom whale sacks. It's super fun. Erica's been spearheading that project. I kind of just gave her an idea, and she came up with a better idea and then has been running with it. So those will hopefully be happening in the next month or so. And actually, the players don't even know about it. So I'm excited. Well, no, they don't. They're going to give a final approval on the finished product. But
yeah.
So that's fun and exciting, and it's super unique that nobody's really done something quite like it in disc golf anyways. And that's for whale sacks. So that's a little project. I do have a set of whale sacks that I'm going to do when I have time. That are, should I just tell them about it?
Sure.
The art ones?
Sure, go for it.
I bought some white canvas fabric.
Whose idea was this? Give me credit.
It was both of ours. Are you serious?
I had the idea for like the color in whale sacks. Fine, 50-50.
It was both of ours. All right, well, we're not going to talk about that.
No, talk about it. I actually
do have TV face whale sacks coming. I'm not sure. My grandma has the fabric, and I don't have her on like a schedule or anything. She just works on them when she can. So sometime this summer, for sure, we will have TV face whale sacks.
Yeah.
The one I was talking about is there's only 40 of them, and it's just white canvas. And the idea is that 40 people can buy them and enter the contest, and it's like an art contest on a whale sack. So you can use Sharpie or bedazzle or paint or whatever and just decorate and design your own whale sack. And then we'll just have you submit a front picture and a back picture and have like a whole voting thing on these art contest whale sacks. So we've got like a whole marketing thing written out for it. I just don't have the actual whale sacks made yet. I haven't quite had the focus or the time to do it. And it's not anything that's like pressing. So yeah, so that's super fun and cool. Isn't that the worst?
This is the dumbest thing.
They sent it?
Yes. And
why?
They sent it. Like, they sent it, but it...
Who did you contact yesterday?
I mean...
Bad news for those of you that watch our Twitch stream. I'll buy one. Write Eric's idea. Will I win? That's clever.
Well, here's the thing. The label was
16th.
And then
they didn't put it to the post office until.
And let me see when that was. Like the 16th
18th?
was the 16th was Tuesday, and it didn't get shipped out until the 18th.
Yesterday.
That's
Did
awful.
you not talk to anybody?
I tried to.
So our Saba Ping minis are going to be here after we
God,
leave.
Dang it, man. That's so dumb.
Are you sure they can't reroute it? They've done it before. I've called EMAC and said this shipment's being sent to Tucson, and he contacted UPS and changed it.
I guess, like, is it going to be into Kansas if we reroute it?
Send them back.
Yeah.
Whoever you got to get a hold of. Sorry, guys. We're obviously not going to be here on the 22nd, and we have a package coming, and like we could have Mike come get it. He's done that for us before, but just a pain in the butt. They didn't need to be sent out unless they were sent out like a week ago. So, oh well, such is life. All right. We have a bunch of stuff to do. I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining us. I know we usually do a whole hour, but we really have a lot of stuff to do. So thank you guys for joining us again this morning. We will do this on Thursdays from here on out, unless we decide on a different date. But I think Thursday works good. As long as it's not Tuesday, we're golden. I am going to do a vlog of our getting going and like heading to Emporia and all that jazz. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be bringing you those every week. Hopefully if Dan has time to edit them for me, because I just don't think I will have time to do that anymore, which is cool. Got so much going on. Love you guys. Eric, at least say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Sorry. 7 Ping Minis, important.
Very important. We'll talk to you later, and most of you will see it on the Twitch stream tonight. Actually, I will put that in as the last thing. www.twitch.tv/ARockOakley. I will be there. You guys should be there too. See you tonight. Bye, guys.